Hello everyone, my name is LaPrecious and welcome to my channel. Let's talk with LaPrecious. So today I would like to discuss Raz B in the beginning saying he was going to drop out of the B2K Millennium Tour because he didn't feel safe that Chris Stokes may be around and he just doesn't feel safe and that's why he wanted to leave the tour. My first response to that was like, boy, you better not drop out this tour and mess it up for everybody when I just bought my tickets. Because for those of you who know or don't know, I live in North Carolina and I live in Winston-Salem, and the closest city to me is Greensboro, and B2K is coming here they're actually coming here Sunday. They're coming here Sunday at the Greensboro Coliseum. And yes, I bought my ticket and I'll be going this Sunday. So I'll be jamming and dancing to B2K. But I'm like, Raz B, don't mess this up for everybody. Like, I remember being a little girl, 7, 8 years old, listening to B2K. I had all of their albums except for the Greatest Hits album. And I had the B2K remixes. I had the B2K self-titled Pandemonium. What was another one they had? The soundtrack that You Got Served was the first one in the store when the store opened up to buy the You Got Served soundtrack. And I went to go see the movies. I had almost all of the Word Up magazines with B2K featured in it and the poster. So I was a mega B2K fan. Lil Fizz was my baby. And I was like, oh, I can't believe it. And I remember the Scream tours and everything. But see, back then, my mom wouldn't let me go to the Scream tours because she said I was too young. And I remember I had a friend at the time who was the same age as me, where her mom did let her go to the Scream tour. So back then, I think she went to either Scream 1 or Scream 2. And she got to see B2K and all the other acts of the time back then. So, I was like, I wish I could go, blah, blah, blah. But, since I'm grown now, making my own money, I can take myself to concerts I don't want to go to. And when I heard B2K was finally getting back together after all the bull crap they've gone through over the years, I was elated. I'm like, oh my goodness, I get to fulfill, a childhood dream and get to relive all of that good music I grew up listening to. And B2K, they're not the only ones on there. Pretty Ricky, I love them too. Spectacular was my favorite. And Chingy, he was my favorite. Mario, he put out a lot of good things. Lloyd, Bobby Valentino put out a lot of hits back then. The Yin Yang Twins. I mean, this tour is like, I believe has one of the best lineups out of any R&B tour that I have ever seen, especially for people who were born in the 90s, because we grew up on that music. Like, that music was like where we broke up with our first boyfriends, or they broke up with us, having homeroom and, having memories of being the class clown or going to the little proms and middle school and high school when these songs came out. I mean, these were like our childhood memory songs. So I'm just so happy that B2K is back together and they're going on tour. And from the videos I've seen online, they are killing it. Like, they got the dance moves going, the outfits in unison. I mean, the stage presence is on blast. I mean, it looks like it's going to be worth the money. Now, moving back to Raz B, I'm not going to be too mean in this video, but I kind of understand where he's coming from, but I wish he would just go ahead and settle it. When B2K broke up, I mean, that surprised me. They had just put out You Got Served, everything. And I remember on 102 Jams, they announced, they broke up. At first, everybody made it seem like Omarion was the reason for the group breaking up, because everybody like to call him the Beyonce of B2K, and I mean he was, because when B2K broke, he put out what, 2, 3, 4 albums and had hit after hit after hit before his career, kind of trailed off. And he did a duo album with Bow Wow called Face Off that was good. He did the movie in Puerto Rico. I forgot what that movie was called after You Got Served. I mean, so he had a successful solo career like, Marcus Houston did when IMX had disbanded. And so, I felt like Omarion, he does deserve that credit because he could sing, he had the moves and everything, and he had what it took to be a solo artist, and it worked for him for a little bit. But I wish that this whole Chris Stokes, Marcus Houston situation would really get settled with B2K, and I really hope that Raz B is not lying, because I remember back in 2006, 7, 8ish, that's when the sexual allegations about Chris Stokes started coming out, where he supposedly molested all the members in B2K and all the members of Immature, IMX, and would make them have sex with each other in the showers and on the tour buses, and how they couldn't see their parents for months on end. And now that I think about it, kind of reminded me of R. Kelly, how he did some of those girls where their parents was letting them go on tour with him for months without hearing or seeing them. So I'm like, well, since this R. Kelly thing that came out, it's kind of mimicking a little bit of what these girls were saying that, were molested by R. Kelly. So I'm not going to say that it happened nor it didn't happen, but I think in order for Raz B to be believable, you need to start coming out with some facts. Because, I mean, when he released this the first time, everybody in B2K was really like on the defense. They're like, I don't know why he's saying this. You lying on me. I ain't never had sex with no other dude, no other man. And he's lying, blah, blah, blah. Omarion was mad and doing interviews. Marcus Houston was mad and doing interviews. I mean, so it stirred the pot for a minute between them. And I do believe that not only just that, it was some underlying causes too, because I remember Lil Fizz, he did an interview, and I think that J Boog did an interview too. Now, Omarion and Marcus Houston, they've never spoken out about that, because for whatever reason, when it came to their money and stuff, it was protected. But Lil Fizz, I remember he said in the interview that his mom was a school teacher, and she put him on game about how when you're an entertainer, everything that they play, whether it be on the radio, on jukeboxes, in nightclubs, even at fairs when they play your music from public radios, you're supposed to get some money from that. And so he said when he started doing his research and everything, that's when it started making sense that a lot of their money was coming up short with B2K, because when they did all those tours and released those albums and got all that airplay, they were supposed to get more than that. And I also remember B2K and IMX doing MTV Cribs, when they used to go to like our favorite celebrities' houses, and we would see how they would live and the dogs and stuff they would have. Everybody in B2K loved Michael Jackson, because I remember they had those big houses in Los Angeles and they were all in the same corner. Those places that had like them little dead end roundabout streets where the houses make up the dead end, and you kind of go in a circle before you go out into the street or onto the highway. And I remember on MTV Cribs, that's how their houses were set up, where Marcus Houston house was right here, then Fizz was right there, then Omarion was down the street. So they kind of kept all of their houses together. And then it came out in a later interview that those houses were rented, that a lot of those cars we saw on MTV Cribs, the houses on MTV Cribs, and who knows what else, because a lot of these clothes and jewelry and belts, because Omarion back in the day when everybody had their name on the buckle belt with the diamonds and stuff on it, and in little custom made jackets with people's faces on it and whatnot. Who knows? They might not even have owned their clothes, because a lot of these celebrities are paid to wear clothes for photo shoots and videos and public appearances and things like that. And they don't even buy this stuff, so I feel like there is a lot of missing information and a lot of unknown information, and we really don't know who's speaking the truth and who's speaking a lie if nobody else is confirming this, because all these years the only person who's really voiced this is Raz B, and I really question him, because it's like one minute I've seen tons of videos with him where he's saying like I was raped, I was molested, I was made to do this, I was made to do that. And then he would be talking erratically and saying, I wish I had AIDS or stuff like that, and then throwing stuff, getting into it with Bug and Fizz. And then there was even a video where he apologized. You could hear somebody in the background telling him what to say and how to apologize. So when it comes to Raz B, it's like when it comes to Fizz, I really do. Well, I'm not gonna bash him, but when it comes to Fizz, I got respect for him because I've never seen anything as far as this whole B2K situation seems suspect from him. The same thing with Boog. I've never seen like anything suspect with him about this. Now, Marion, yeah, I kind of question him a little bit because I feel like he's not being truthful about everything that happened because B2K, they had like their whole family thing going on, and a lot of that wasn't even true because to real B2K fans, we know they told us that Fizz and Janae Aiko was cousins. Come to find out, that was a lie. They even said that Omarion and Marcus Houston were brothers. They had the same mama but different daddy. That was a lie because we all know Omarion has his mama that was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood when he and April was on there, and that's not Marcus Houston's mama because real IMX, immature fans know Marcus Houston's mama had, I think, melanoma or leukemia, and she ended up dying, I think, when he was like 15, 16 years old. So since his mom died, and since Marion has that mom, and as far as like the dads, well, you know what? I think in the article it said that Omarion and Marcus Houston did have the same daddy, but I don't even agree with that because it's like I've never seen Marcus Houston and Omarion in the same pictures together, in family pictures or anything like that. You know how Hollywood is. They say everybody's family or we love each other, that's my sister, that's my brother, and they just be saying that just because, but they really don't be, family. And then, they're saying like Raz B and Chris Stokes are cousins. And I remember one time they said that J Boog and Marcus Houston was cousins. So it's like you kind of got a lot of that family stuff going on. And it's confusing because you don't really know who's really related and who's not when we haven't seen anything confirmed or seen any pictures, any family reunion, birthday party pictures. And I mean, these men are grown. Like everybody in B2K got kids, but Raz B. Because Boog, I think he got like 3 or 4 kids. Fizz got 1, and then Omarion got 2. So, we've all followed them throughout the years, and I've not once seen pictures of Fizz's kids or Marion's kids or Bull's kids playing together in they auntie or uncle's backyard at a cookout. So it's like if I don't see any pictures or see any statements or any leaked birth certificates or anything like that, I'm not believing it. I'm just not. But when it comes to this whole, Chris Stokes raped me, molested me, I hope Raz B is telling the truth because if not, it's going to be a whole lot of people that's going to burn his tail up on social media. And I feel like this shouldn't even be coming about now after all these years where you made allegations 10 years ago that this man did this stuff to you. And he might be doing it because of this Me Too movement and R. Kelly, but I'm like, you done had a long time coming to get this stuff off your chest and settled already. And you're going to wait until they do a tour that everybody's been waiting for and waiting on. And it's gotten good reviews and people have said, and you just want to mess it up like that. I mean, I'm going to be honest. That's just how I feel about it. I'm not joking around about child molestation or child rape or anything like that because I am against, grown folks raping little kids, So I'm not saying that act is childish within itself and it shouldn't be taken, seriously. But I'm like, Raz B, real B2K fans, we done heard it before. Like, if you didn't settle this back then or settle it the way you should have and could have, why you want to bring it up now when we're all faithfully waiting who bought tickets with our hard-earned money instead of what our parents' money, back when they was little kids and y'all first came out. We waiting on this tour and this concert to come about, and you want to come online with this mess. Like, All I can say is that I hope he's telling the truth, but if not, you deserve every drag and slay and charade that you get on the internet. So I hope you all like this video. Don't forget to like, leave a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.